You ever wonder why your truck, Jeep, or off-road vehicle sounds like a freight train going down the road? Well, it's probably your tires. So come with me, I'm going to give you a little closer look at what's going on with your vehicle and why it sounds like that. So if your truck is like my truck and it sounds like a freight train going down the road, the most common issue for that is it's going to be tire cupping. And tire cupping is very annoying, and it basically ruins a perfectly good set of tires. So this is kind of what's going on. As you're driving down the road, your tire is going to hit a bump and it's going to start bouncing. Well, the shock absorbers are designed to eliminate that bouncing and control that. And so when you have worn out shock absorbers, the tire is now basically riding on the spring only, and the shock is pretty much doing nothing. And so the tire will bounce like you see in this video clip here. So this Ford right here has definitely got a bad shock. So I'll slow the footage down so you can see the right front tire here bounce and drivel like a basketball, like I'm saying. So if you look closely, you can actually see the tire get airborne, where it actually comes off the ground and then makes contact, and it will dribble and bounce up and down like a basketball. This shock is not doing anything, and that slamming up and down causes uneven tread pattern wear, which is called cupping. It'll dribble like a basketball, and that dribbling up and down as it's rolling down the street, you might not be able to feel it, but as it's dribbling down the road, it causes these high and low, high, low, high, low on your pattern on your tires. And when you rub your hands across it, you can really feel it. So what's happening is now that this high spot here, as it rolls down the concrete, it slaps the concrete. So the high spots are slapping, and the low spots are just rolling. And that every time that high spot hits, it makes that pop, 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 pop. And then when you just put a lot of revolutions on it, it sounds like a freight train rolling down the road. So that's kind of what's going on with your vehicle. Okay, one of the things I wanted to point out is if your tires are cupping on your truck or vehicle, and you have adjustable shocks on your vehicle, such as this one here, if you have the settings too soft, for the street driving, the shocks will basically not be as efficient, and so you may have to stiffen yours up. So give them a couple clicks to the right, and that will stiffen the ride up, and that will help prevent tire cupping on your street vehicle or in your off-road vehicle when you drive it on the street. So if you have them too soft for the street, you can pick up some tire cupping on your vehicle. So you definitely want to just give them a couple clicks to the right, and that will stiffen them up a little bit, and that will help with the tire cupping for street driving. So one of the ways to tell if it's actually a shock problem or some type of other suspension problems is usually when it's a shock problem, you'll have that cupping pattern all the way across the tread. If it's like a worn out suspension part or something like that, you can get feathering and cupping on the edges, and that's more of an alignment issue or a ball joint issue or something like that. But when you see that cupping pattern all the way across the tires, you know that the shocks are no longer doing their job and this tire is hopping. There's nothing really you can do once the tires have started cupping pretty badly. If you catch it early, you might be able to replace the shocks, and then the tire may wear in evenly. But once it's to a pretty bad state, there's pretty much nothing you can do but put a new set of tires on and get the shocks replaced. I'm Brian from DIY Off-Roading. I hope this helps you out with your vehicle, and encourage you to subscribe for more valuable videos like this. Thank you again for watching.